Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, we're going to take a quick look at just what the week ahead has in store for us, but this is a timeless reading and is meant for you whenever you come across it. So if you are new here, welcome home. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. All right, Scorpio, as always, take a deep breath, look at the space around you, and have gratitude for all that you are, all that you ever have been, and all that you ever will be. The universe loves us some gratitude, and that vibration is met with great rewards. Here we have number 3, the number of creation. This reads awareness, key to healing. Notice patterns, illusions, and pause. So be aware of your surroundings. Notice patterns that's your guides speaking to you. I always say the frequencies, the numbers, the colors, the songs, the license plates. Comment below if you see license plates and the numbers everywhere. That's a sign of ascension. So, and this reads surrender, right? Maybe it's time to take a break and surrender to it all and just allow the universe to have the flow of it, right? Go with the patterns. That's what I'm seeing. And then this reads, if you must forgive, no, it reads, you must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. Wow, Scorpio. So Scorpios, we are very forgiving because we know that anger and sadness and jealousy and all the low vibrational things, it basically hurts us and not the other person. So I have to say that I have a lot of faith in us, but we are not easy to forget. We keep, and unfortunately, that might be something that we need to surrender, that mental record, and allow it to go. Like I'm getting 8 and 9 of Swords vibes. So there might be something here because this card of being aware, perhaps we need to be aware of the records that are playing in our minds rent free. So I don't know. Let's see how that plays out for us. But I do agree that we have to forgive not only other people, but ourselves. But that does not mean forget, to be honest. But perhaps we don't spend so much mental energy keeping the records, right? The universe is the greatest record keeper. We don't always need to do everything ourselves. Perhaps we just need to surrender and know that the universe, our highest self, is our guardian, is handling it on our behalf. I do see the 10 of Pentacles coming through along with the 6 of Cups. Interesting, because the 6 of Cups does indicate something coming full circle or a pattern coming back around, even someone from the past. And the Page of Cups. Let me keep going on this. The 10 of Pentacles leads me to believe this could be something happening in the family sector, or because it is the 10 of Cups. And a lot of time, this is one of my favorite cards, and I'm going to clarify all of these. But this could have to do with family matters, finances. But I feel like there might be a bit of a trigger here. So let's look a little bit further. I see the 8 of Swords, and I said that earlier, right? So 8 of Swords energy, something keeping you from living your best life, right? There's something happening in the mental game that's kind of got you stuck. Interesting. I've got the Judgment card coming through and the Ace of Wands. So let's clarify these cards and see why we have a trigger potentially. But, oh, hold on. Well, that's interesting. I've got the 2 of Swords coming out with the 10 of Pentacles. Now, the 2 of Swords is about needing to make a decision or being torn between two options, which is why a decision needs to be made. Let's look further. What's the 6 of Cups about? The Emperor coming through. We've got the King of Wands. Let me put all these out so I can get a big picture of what's happening. We've got Temperance, the Hermit, and the Six of Wands. Well, the good news is the Six of Wands is all about victory. And when you look at this particular card, you see how this woman is riding the hummingbird, but she is guiding that bird with the sweetness of that flower, the nectar in that flower. So perhaps, as you forgive and heal yourself, you're the one in control of the chaos that has been. So the 10 of Pentacles with the 2 of Swords, we've got the 6 of Cups with the Emperor card. You could be dealing with a fire sign, but this also could have to do with matters, like I said before, could be something in the material, could even be something happening in the career sector of life. Let me see. We've got the Page of Cups and the King of Wands. A lot of times when I see the Page or the Knight of Cups, those two cards oftentimes mean to me like an apology coming forward. Not the traditional meaning of the card, but that's where I'm getting some type of energy coming forward. Because we've got this Temperance card clarifying the 8 of Swords, and the Temperance is all about healing and balance. It's also Sagittarius energy, and there's a lot of fire in this reading because we've got the Ace of Wands as well. So let me keep looking and see. Temperance card, again, this is about having peace in your life and healing through something that has had you, for the most part, bound up in your mind. Anxiety. Feeling like you're not ready to progress, but the energy's there for you to progress. The Hermit card with the Ace of Wands, I feel also like where you have been maybe shut down for a while, Scorpio, mentally even, as well as physically. I feel like you've been in hermit mode and maybe in an like avoidance. I have to say that I feel like Scorpios right now are going through something where you're avoiding the friction, avoiding the drama, avoiding the chaos, but it's because you're really avoiding needing to be seen in a situation that has been unpleasant historically, because that 6 of Cups indicates that, something is coming back up for you and you're like, you know what, I'd rather be alone than deal with that. So if that's you, Scorpio, then this reading is for you. This might not be for everyone, but there's a lot of energy here to be aware of your emotions, to be aware of what's happening for you mentally, and is it putting you in a situation where you are hermiting, where you are, again, rather be alone than deal with that. Rather be single, right? I know I'm going through that. I'd rather be single than to deal with that. But at the same time, I'd love to find someone, but I'm not going to do that if I don't get out of the house. So what's your 8 of Swords about? Is it in the work sector? You'd rather just stay where you are right now than to go through the trouble of starting XYZ or applying for this position. There's something here about maybe surrender to the difficulty of facing something that's out of your comfort zone, because that will give you great reward. So comment this below, Scorpio. I always bounce back. I feel like that's a good one. I always bounce back, and my ears are pinging, so I think that's a good one for us. I always bounce back. Make sure the universe knows that you are ready for whatever is going to happen next. Even if you've been secluding yourself a little bit, it's been about self-preservation. That's what it feels like, self-preservation. Because the 6 of Wands and this Judgment card tells me that the universe is the one that is keeping score. You do not have to. You can lay down your burdens at the door and lead with kindness. That is a key to victory. Lead to happiness, right? And come out wherever you are. I just heard that. Come out wherever you are, Scorpio. And Judgment is about being vulnerable and stepping forward, no matter what happens next. I want to look a little bit further, just one more line here, because I want more clarification on that first. Tell me more about what that first row is about, please. With the Emperor and the 6 of Cups, Page of Cups, King of Wands. I feel like there's this adventurous side of you that you've been suppressing. Maybe you've been in a period of rebuilding, and so you're trying to find your place. That's the energy that comes through. I have the Chariot card, the Six of Swords. Oh, I love this for us. Okay. That's what it feels like, Scorpio. There's been a period of hermiting, rebuilding, basically kind of keeping things and people, places at arm's length. Reevaluation has been a big player for Scorpios. But here we've got the Chariot card going forward. Now in this deck, you can see that she has embodied her chariot, because the chariot here is a snail, which one might think, well, that's a slow pace, and isn't the chariot supposed to be victory ahead and fast going? I don't always know how fast it is, but it is victorious. And again, how is she winning this? She has embodied her chariot. She's added wheels to it. She's adapted. She's become one with the situation at hand. And that is very similar to this energy here, where she has embodied what it is that that hummingbird wants. And so she leads that. She leads that with sweetness, and she wins that way. And again, this is just gender neutral, but I'm, wanting to point that out. It's about being adaptable and outsmarting the competition, I guess, for lack of better words. So again, Scorpio, I always bounce back. Comment that below, and you could be the winner of this week's free mini reading. So that is always at the end of the long weekly readings. And then with the Six of Swords and the Fool card, this does signify that there are better days ahead, because you are taking control, you're adapting, and you're ready to start something new and get out there. Look at that, the Fool card. This is a new beginning and going into unknown territory, but you're ready for that adventure, right? You're ready for it after a period of redefining yourself and finding your place. There's been a lot of, how should I say? Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Just being adaptable, I think, is really the key here. Being adaptable and getting back into the rhythm of life after a period of having to be at arm's length. I think Scorpio has been very much working on what their solar return, our solar return. I'm a November 1st Scorpio, so what our solar return is going to bring us. And I think that the universe is saying, okay, now it's time. Surrender to the flow of what it is that the universe has to offer. And it does place you in a position of a fresh start, where there are stronger and better versions of you coming forward with better days ahead. So let's look at a daily affirmation before we wrap this up. I love this little pocket deck. This was just sent to me. I don't have the... Oh, hold on, Scorpio. Bear with me. I just wanted to show you this little pocket deck. It's called Power... Here, I'm trying to get the light out. Power Thought Card. It's a pocket deck by Louise Hayes. But this is really cute. This was just sent to me by Hay House. They sent me a really big care package, so I can't even be upset about that. I'm so grateful. So let's see what this affirmation card is for us as we progress. All right. Get the spectacles here. This reads, my work is deeply fulfilling. My work is deeply fulfilling. And then on the back, it reads, today I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. There it is, Scorpio. As one experience in your life is completed, you are then led to something even more fulfilling and rewarding for yourself, which is so fitting as we end this reading with the Fool card. And this is a beautiful deck here. The Fool card starting fresh, which is so timed for our solar return. Remember, Scorpio, comment below. I always bounce back. Let the universe know that you are ready for that next chapter. We're ready to step into our solar return. We are ready to surrender to what the universe has to offer. And yes, please, if you must forgive. If you want to be free, do it for yourself. No one said you had to forget, but you don't have to be stuck. on that chapter any longer. All right, Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. Please remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, and we are doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Have a great week ahead. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uplifting readings that will get your week and weekend going in the perfect direction each and every time. Shine brightly.